Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious GREGGS inspired cheese and onion pasties. Honestly, I never thought these would turn out so golden and flaky. The high Tbsp air fry oven has been a complete game changer for me. I can't imagine baking pasties in my regular oven ever again. So to start with, I boiled 2 medium-sized potatoes, and while that's cooking away I made a start on my cheese and onion filling. So I started by melting some butter in a pan. Once the butter was almost melted, I added in some onions. So I'm going to cook these on a low heat for almost 20 minutes. I'm going to make sure I don't brown them, I just want them to be translucent. Meanwhile, I'm going to make sure I check on them potatoes. So the potatoes are now soft enough to be mashed. So it's important I keep checking them onions to make sure they're not browning. I'm going to add a splash of milk to the mashed potato to make sure it's nice and creamy. So back to the cheese and onion filling. It's been 20 minutes. I'm now going to add the plain flour bit by bit. I'm going to stir this quickly in between each addition. So just a reminder, the heat is still on low. So I thought adding garlic and herbs Philadelphia would be a really good touch, so I went and added half a tub of that. So as you can see, the Philadelphia has made this filling really rich and creamy. I'm now going to go in with the salt and pepper, followed by a generous amount of mozzarella cheese. I'm going to give that a really good mix until all of that cheese has melted. And again, I added a splash of milk just to help with the consistency. And now that all of that cheese has melted, I'm going to go ahead and add in the mashed potatoes. I'm going to give that a really good mix, and I'm going to leave it on the side to cool for about 30 to 40 minutes. So now that our filling is done, we're just going to make the pasty shapes. I am using already rolled out puff pastry sheets. So I think I could probably make 5 pasties out of 1 puff pastry sheet. So I have just used my knife as a guide, and I'm going to cut these into the desired shape. Now that I have cut them into shape, I'm going to place the filling into the centre of the bottom 5 rectangles. I'm now going to use the top 5 rectangles and place them on top neatly like this. I am now going to seal each edge with a fork. I'm going to make slits in the pastry using my knife. So before placing them on the oven tray, I'm just going to grease the tray a little. So I'm just making a really quick egg wash to brush on top of the pasties. This gives them the golden colour and also the shiny effect. So I'm going to use my air fryer oven so I can put 2 shelves in at once. And the setting I used for this were 15 minutes at 180°C. You can also cook these in a regular oven at 200°C for 25 minutes. And in just 15 minutes we have these golden delicious cheese and onion pasties.